parent register and they got open building, right? And then did you realize that in our grading, some of them fill up the form 2 times or 3 times? And then you saw in your grading base, so needs to very bill. You have the amount is 300 on 900, right? Then, but then did you see the amount? See the name in the invoice. I mean the invoice should there be double invoice. You check because I saw when I check and Auntie Farida check the branding bill, the invoice is duplicate. I mean the double name with the same student. Did you check all? We check it and so many parents fill up the form 2 times, 3 times.
Do you know which campus it comes from?
A few campuses.
You know. We don't know which campus.
We know, but we don't remember. Right?
Remember all campuses.
So when you see it, you inform them immediately.
Yeah,
one of them is Bandar Baru Bangi.
So we need to say
Sri Serdang, Bandar Baru Bangi.
then inform these people.
Yeah,
we
when they
already
review
informed.
Then is it settled?
Yeah.
Some of them not realize the invoice is double. So they don't check. They just see the amount and then okay. Let's parent register and fill up the form.
So you need to be extra careful,
Yes.
not to double it. Otherwise, you're going to put yourselves into,
But they don't.
because you need to be careful as well. Diligence and promptness, and then you have to be careful in doing your office or reading or anything that has to do with that. Which campuses in this group have outstanding? There are a lot.
Auntie Farida.
For overdue, like yesterday, was already put inside the telegram. Have you updated? Yes. I saw Sri Serdang reduced, but not that much. Especially the event fees. Jubah still not updated until today. The event is already over. When I called, they said paid, but when Auntie Fida wants to know the number, paid, but still overdue inside the system.
Why?
So they didn't update.
Yes, they say parent already paid, but the manager not update the parent.
But we cannot just take parents already paid. We have to see the inside the system is paid. Auntie Fida will consider it's not paid if you don't update.
Okay, so if it's not paid, charge the manager. You wouldn't
That's
like
why
that, would you? So can you please update?
I will consider
Also,
Can you individualize? You've already individualized.
Yeah,
Those who have not.
yeah. I have already, in fact, I have called them personally.
Okay.
And this morning when I checked, still not updated.
What do we do about that? What can be done about that? Anybody? Any suggestions? Any of you have outstanding? No outstanding? December.
Yeah, December only. For certain campuses, anti rates. I have got a list here, but not all managers are here.
I see.
Yeah.
In this group, do we have?
Yeah. In this group, we have Siti Wangsa, we have Putrajaya.
Did you update?
Yes, but
How many overdue is ready?
now already last week there. Satya Wangsa and Putrajaya.
At the moment, I can see Putrajaya and Siti Wangsa. The rest is outstation and also they are not in this group. Out of town and not in this group.
ID sama, tak nampak lagi.
Where is Cynthia Wang?
Yeah.
Are you having problems with the updating?
Actually, we are very busy with preparation for our concert and graduation day on that day. Then I forgot that I have internet problem also in my campuses. I always updating all the details at the beginning time. But yesterday also I tried it, but it's still loading.
Yesterday, I admit there are many bills because of the speed. Maybe Azharul can explain later. But then, it's yesterday, but the overdue is before yesterday, right? So it's not because of
you have had
yesterday.
several days.
You cannot blame the yesterday because of the yesterday problem lah.
Not only yesterday that I
Why is your
but quite slow, but okay. Sometimes okay, sometimes it's okay.
the quality and double check the line?
And check sometimes we can also see the line is not the lines. But okay, but if they your area if they use lots of on that, right? Maybe it was you upgrading your design. You see it twice.
What about Putrajaya? Are you having problems also with internet?
Yes, internet for the suite of Putrajaya also slow, but can wait, but it's loading lah. Takes time. But I admit, I not really. I still updating for November and December. Okay.
We still can accept if
November and
overdue
December,
for
some of them
November and
very
December.
very paid, but I not
We still can accept if the overdue is November or December. But then there is still have for September, October,
Event fees.
we cannot accept that one. Right?
Yeah, I was standing for September, October, but we still sit
So what are you doing about it?
testing for them.
What are you doing about it?
We will send ni lah, email of letter. So the last
we
payment of
will
pay is
send.
the
You said you have not sent.
sorry.
You said we will send. Meaning to say you have not sent.
Not send yet the
Why?
document.
Why?
We will send after this. The UPI ni lah.
No, you cannot wait. They're already delayed by 1 month. Send the demand letter immediately. You cannot procrastinate. Now, otherwise, you will not have salary by the end of the month.
I mean,
But next week after 2 months.
our SOP for demand letter is demand.
Demand letter, but the reminder has to be.
Yes,
They-
the reminder, yes.
If they have to pay on the 7th, 8th, they have not paid. Send. That's what
You have to
proactive means. You cannot wait. Because there's nobody else's responsibility, not the teacher's responsibility, it's yours. Yeah, otherwise, all of these little things, money and everything like that, will be backlogged. And when it's backlogged, we cannot pay salaries, we cannot pay PF, we cannot pay SOCSO, we cannot pay bills. So everything is dependent upon the managers. So please be proactive. The PHO is your problem. Still updating. Fine, so what have you done? It's already October, November, December.
Ada. Sekarang?
As soon as possible.
Serius dia sendiri.
So it's already 2 months. If
I
you
know.
can give demand letter already, you can give demand letter. It's already done. Okay? Alright. And the other things also, if you can press them to pay in the beginning of the year, it's so much better. So you don't have too much headache at the end of the year. If other campuses can do it, I am sure you all can do it as well. Okay, can you try your best? Yes. We can all be happy and hopefully we can get bonus and stuff like that. Because without all of these updating, we cannot get anything. We cannot get increment. We cannot get anything. So So for your sake, please update. What is that?
No, they actually them have to pay the annual registration. No, we have
Transit.
transit included.
Do we ask them for registration?
We don't know. Therefore, they have to pay only for month. Okay, I just can I Auntie Marjan or Auntie Yati from Banakira to share how you convince the parents to pay early for monthly fee, because I believe you only left for December only, right? Settle only on November, right? Now it's December, overdue for December already. So can you share your experience, how you convince the parents to pay early?
I just remind them to WhatsApp. Sometimes if I cannot reach by WhatsApp, I call them. And then sometimes I meet them like that. I asked them, are you already paid for the November monthly? So if they are still not paid, can you pay? I give the date lah, like that. Cannot pay monthly. I give you 1 week for settle the payment like that. For CSO student, I said must be paid before the graduation day.
She sets a deadline.
Yes.
So I think that's a good pointer for everybody. Set a deadline. Please pay this within this week or within this week. So on and so forth.
Can you share your experience how you talk to your parents?
First thing is that you must know the number of students that you have for that particular month. If you don't, you are very difficult. Because you don't know who is paying, who is not with you. First thing. After that, after you check all the names that mean for that particular month, you have 140 students. 140 students, make sure you fill out 140, right? You check. After that, you start see who, every day you have to update. Because every day they will send a WhatsApp to you, or they will give you mail them to you, or they will just inform your CBN. Isn't it? Because for FPX, not necessarily because you can check, but you must practice to open your brainy bills every day, at least 5 minutes. Then you know.
Very good. How many turn on their brainy bills every day? Every single day. Not too many. We get that point, and we make that into a habit. Okay,
At
managers.
least we don't need your 1 hour or half day. We just need at least 5 minutes or 10 minutes to double check. If you don't have the proof of payment to update, then you have to double check your parents. You know history of your parents, how they paid, and when they paid. Right. So you know your parents more.
Thank you, Auntie Marcia.
So just please add for next year, please add annual registration, and I hope I can deal of the parents by this week, and hopefully next. For they have 2 weeks before school opens. So I know you guys will have more work to do. And not just on that. So I just need you, please inform them by this week. I know that later you will be busy with others, with your student, with marketing. Some of you still with the marketing, right? And you have to update all others file, your DBM has to update all the file. I'm not sure what file you have to update, but then please do it. If you settle all by this week, I'm sure you will feel the good in
Yes, you will feel so much better.
right? So while waiting for boss, can we do it right now? Said, can you? Can we? Yes. Right now, for while waiting for boss. So anything you can ask me, Auntie Farida, and we have another click from collection department, Hannah. You don't have if you come to his account department, you don't see me and Auntie Farida, you can come ask Hannah. Right? So please, and let me know after you finish.
Puncak saudara utama gajah sedang sadar
You have extension and
sedang tu
no, this session 15. One session 15.
sedang tu Bandar Baru Bangi. This is Bandar Baru.
Ini Bangi session 3, ini Bangi 15.
Sedang
Ini Serdang.
sedang baru dia datang
Oh ya,
saya
pandai.
sedang dia seperti Bandar Baru Bangi. Tertri. Ni and then saya tu dia ni Kota Damansara. This one is Subang Bestari. Putra Mahmud. That's all.
Ini Bani session sama jadi 3. Ini tak ada.
They are aunties now. Even though you can they are aunties. They are very familiar.
Mulawati. Hello.
Assalamualaikum.
Okay, guys, sorry.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. You guys started meeting already? Fatihah done. Let's start our discussion with Surah Al-Fatihah. Okay, how many of you currently have, we are talking about 2018, eh? How many campus coming here?
20.
Why only 20?
Only 20. You need all, so you need the balance of the. It is a balance, boss. All.
I see all that.
You will let them.
Yelah, I thought all.
Only take this one also, whatever balance that.
Yelah, I mean, I can minus out those who are taking leave, but it's supposed to be all. Then we have to call another meeting.
But we do on live.
Huh?
We do
Do
live.
live. But are they joining or not?
I don't know, they know about
Can
it.
we get the Mawar, can you get all the out of town campers to join the live? Hang out eh? Okay, how many of you now have more than 100 students for 2018? One, two. Wait, marketing. I want you to know who they are. Raise hand.
Kajang, Setiawangsa, Wangsa Maju, Kajang,
Putrajaya.
Putrajaya, Cyberjaya, Bangi Section 3. Another one tadi siapa?
Putra Mahkota.
Putra Mahkota.
Setiawangsa, right? Setiawangsa.
Setiawangsa, Kajang, Bangi Section 3, Cyberjaya, Putra Mahkota, Wangsa Maju.
Now I want you to check the online tracking. Okay, when you say that you have your students, it is not total online registration. Okay, because they may register online, but they may not continue. So these numbers you need to personally verify with the parents. No, meaning even if they don't pay, it's okay, but you know that they are registering. Like you have your existing parents, they may not even register online yet, right? Some of them, but they already confirmed that they're going to continue. So that in your tracking student numbers, the Excel form. Of course, at the end, we still need to push all data to the online registration system. But your main source of data, you need to verify. You need to verify the data. So meaning, you cannot just take, oh, I have 200 online registration, that's my student numbers. No. That's not your numbers yet. Until you personally verify. When I say personally, manager, you need to personally verify. Either they give you sleep, or they give you a WhatsApp, or even if your auntie is doing it for you, it's okay. But at least you get that confirmation. Not talking to parents, but just assume that they already, of course, unless they paid lah. Okay, because first is they register online, majority of them they register online. Based on our data, we have total about 2,600 new registrations.
Yes, 2000. New registration 2,164.
2,164.
26 is for re-enrollment.
Okay. So as of today, we have new registration 2,164. This is new student.
New students,
Not parents, right?
No.
It's already verified again. So we have new registration 2,164, which is still far from what we wanted, but at least we are on the right track lah. It's still, not to say early, but it's still okay in terms of timing. I know this week will be a bit lesser because most parents is going for holidays. Most parents will go for holiday. I think by mid of December we should see higher spike. Okay, how many campus have more than 70? Meaning those more than 100, don't raise your hand lah. More than 70 students for 2018. And I want you to know who they are so that you can verify their online registration tracking.
Who is it?
Hey, I told you more than 100 already. I'll give you bigger campus already.
BTHO, Kinrara, Serdang.
More than 70, right?
More than 70.
Three.
Three campuses.
Serdang.
Serdang, BTHO, Kinrara.
Sedang also you already have additional unit, right? Kan? So, like now only you request kan? So you have to wait lah, you just request. Aku tak nak, Asian. Because we only print based on your request. If you don't ask, we don't print.
I already did this before.
Say why you didn't give him?
Last time, we only print for the campus that have certain numbers. More than lower than 100.
That's the priority.
No, all.
No, that's the priority thing. So those that need to grow the numbers, we still need to give them then, although not much lah. We didn't give you at all.
At all.
So when are they going to get?
One thing by this Saturday. Yeah.
So it's very risky. I mean, the best is to get at least Friday night installed. At least we have Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday before they.
If they get this weekend, then means installation only can have. We should do on the following weeks.
No, cannot. It's too late already. So make sure that the installation team will stand by. If we get on Saturday, the same day finish. So meaning if they cannot finish, don't take. Get offer to more installer. Cuma just make sure the managers make sure that you decide where to place the bunting and banner. Okay? Because you know your place. If you get the installer, they will just hang anywhere they like because they don't know your area. Okay, so more than 50. One, two, three,
Tadi dah kat
Yeah.
4, 5.
KJ.
Hey, why your campus is below 70? 1, 2, how many?
Kota Damansara,
Seremban.
Seremban 2 and Senawang.
Seremban 2? What happened? Seremban 2. Manager.
Senawang.
Saujana Utama.
62 only. Ni all senior campus ni. Mana Budiman?
No, Saujana Utama. Saujana Utama.
How many year?
4.
Your current DC number 2017. 50. So still have chance lah, right?
KJ dia.
Ni siapa?
Equin, Kota
Apa tu you?
Damansara.
Yang like Baklu.
Senawang, Saujana Utama.
UI, but then because some of them is already determined, few of them does not allow Taman Putra because it's
You open new campus.
and then some of them do allow as well as the mother move out, they move out now, and then few of them so that's
Yang Kota Damansara.
Yes, I know.
Big enough.
very current this Saturday.
It's okay. Less than 50.
There should be 4. What? 8, 9, 10, 11,
Oh,
16.
raise your hand.
Mistake.
Alam Budiman. No, Subang Lestari. Kelana Jaya.
This is the one.
Subang Lestari, Enstack and Kelana Jaya. Enstack.
3 eh?
There's one more, right?
3 only.
36.
19.
I thought just now you said we have 20.
Not enough.
Not 20 people now, 20 campus.
Yeah. Campuses, they have 2 managers coming.
I see. So,
Masa maju representative tu.
Lah, no meaning 19 campus lah.
Sultan also bring two.
It's okay. I want to know how many campus here. So 19 lah. Yeah, 19, 19, right?
Shikin will represent section 15 lah Shikin. Thank you.
Oh, bagi. Who's Sedang? So meaning 19 to not
20 lah.
including section 15 lah.
No, I don't think no. So 15 and less than 50, I think.
You are here to represent your new members, not your previous
You just
members.
assist. You have to represent Sri Sedang.
No, I'm asking how many campus manager I have here. How many campus?
Campus center is only Sri Sedang, so now I know.
So 20 lah. Including you is 20 lah.
Yes, so chicken is less than 15.
They represent you.
So section
Don't raise your hand, let her.
section 15 is
Just represent your own campus. If you are the campus manager, you represent your own campus, okay? Okay. Now I want to know the 8 campus tadi apa? Which campus?
Cyberjaya, Putra Mahkota, Bangsa Maju, Bangi Section 3,
BBD.
Kajang.
Ya. You cakap here tu tak ada orang lah. Here.
Just now.
Invisible ke? What else?
Kajang. Gombak. Tamat lagi Gombak.
Tapi what's your number?
113.
Putra Mahkota?
104.
Bangsa Maju?
133.
Section 3? Kajang?
177.
Putrajaya?
139.
Gombak? Sebenarnya what's your maximum numbers?
150.
Putra Mahkota?
150.
Bangsa Maju?
Maximum number.
400? 400?
150 lah.
70 lah.
Kajang?
180.
Putrajaya?
150.
Gombak? Cannot be 130. 150 lah. Dia 3 units kan? 1, 2, 3 kan? So cannot be lah 130. Kan? Okay. Sebenarnya can you touch your 150 tak? Feeling. Can lah kan?
Because of this Rauda City and then Ketua Warisan Nilai, because most of my parents from there.
Oh, that side.
And the new parents also, once they know Ketua Warisan or they change. I have like almost 10.
Even teachers would transfer.
So Jana Putra.
Tapi sikit lagi. Kan?
Maybe by February.
February March tak? January. February March.
To reach 150 by December.
Okay, what was the numbers that you target to?
Now, including existing, that one not include some of the existing parents did not pay yet.
So if you
maybe
include them?
around 130.
130 tu lagi 20 je. 140 lah. Okay. Can I? Try. No, your campus. Look. Okay, masa. Putra Mahkota? Mana siapa Putra Mahkota? Who's the new manager? You are from which campus before? Putra Mahkota. What's your name?
Fatin.
Fatin. Ramai gila Fatin kat mana? So many Fatin. Fatin 1, Fatin 2, Fatin 3 Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. Like, what's your number?
102.
Are you moving or not?
Yes, proceed.
Supposedly, we need to move in.
So have you find the
Yes.
location? Dah.
I already forward actually all the pictures in Hang Up
Hang up.
and email too.
Me.
Yeah.
When?
Yesterday.
Oh, saja je kan. Asyik gaduh kan dia ni. I'm very effective now. So you found the location. Where?
Yeah.
Where is that?
Maybe I can show in here also.
No, where is that?
Section 4.
Section 4.
Yeah. Nearby with our.
It's a house?
It's a house.
How much is the rental?
4,000 actually.
4,000, okay. Size
Actually,
okay.
they really big actually. Yes. They buy one house, extend together with the corner lot.
No problem with neighbours.
No problem.
Sure.
Yeah.
Then take lah.
Yes, because the owner actually they want. I paid for the booking first 2,000. Actually for today.
Get the number settled kan? Today.
Yes, I. Yeah.
No, settle
But
today.
today
Settle today. Settle today. Okay. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Settle. So how many numbers? Oh, sorry. No, bukan ni. Section 3 tak ada ni number dia.
Untuk mahkota, you have 104. Beside the student tracking, you have 139.
Siapa bilang mahkota? Tu.
Actually, I'm PCT before. Now, this month I take over.
So 139 or 104?
104 is
By the rest.
What happened to the
Now I
rest?
start with Nilai campus. Now all my parents, can I visit to your school before lah? And then it's okay lah, nanti I will transfer to Nilai when you're at my house. Actually I count 6. Don't go to my campus lah, go to Nilai. Because it's BJ at from water, actually I want to Nilai.
It's okay. Sebelum dia go to Berry Bunch, it's okay. Don't feel bad. Janganlah macam tu. No, your focus is to get the people who live there or who work there. Okay, I know some of them, they work there but they don't live there kan. Maybe they live in Nilai, they live in Senawang, they live in our new campus area.
Some of them, they will some kata but work at Nilai and then actually won't go to Nilai and then transfer to actually at Sokoto and then transfer to Nilai.
That's okay.
Okay. So 104. Meaning you not update your student tracking.
Not yet.
Can you update your
Have you
student
opened
tracking
it
now?
before?
Yes, yesterday I have to.
Yesterday.
But I didn't check at 139. I update the shutdown for 2018.
You update it?
Yes.
What do you update?
Can you update your student tracking file now? Because I need the data. Unless you don't know, you have to fill in
Everybody open the
student tracking file. Okay, nafas sikit.
No. I already do it. I'm missing.
missing.
Miss the link.
I'm not download actually.
No, you can just search student tracking. 2018.
This one.
Search for it.
No miss.
Maria, you still use the Acer? For this? Okay. See, look at her. Can still survive with her blue Acer. Hey manager, look at Fareha. How can her Acer survive?
Tell me, she just update the breakdown, but she did not touch the side. So you see the numbers 139. The breakdown is there.
Okay, so you must reflect inside here.
Because we monitor the numbers too. Okay, wait. So section 3. What's your gut feeling? How many? Okay, new campus. What's the maximum capacity?
They have actually 6 area, mostly 5 area. So I target actually they will be increased until 100. Yeah. Because I plan actually my playhouse I need to make it 2 rooms actually for playhouse. So maybe I have 15 and 15. So I need
Playhouse 10 and 10.
10 and 10 is I need to room 10 and 10 because
Then only get 80.
but until too many actually playhouse. My one.
If you get 6, 2 open for playhouse, and 4 primary.
Because
That
6
you
area
need
actually
80.
for new house, they're not listed for playhouse. Upstairs
yes,
we target actually for playhouse.
So all 6 is primary.
Yes, 6 primary.
What's your full day numbers?
42.
Okay, can you push it to 70?
Try my best.
Okay, and there's two things. And first, the most easiest is push full day program. Even though you have lesser student, but if you push your full day program, then at least we are okay financially. Right? How many full day you have?
85.
Okay, cukup. Okay.
I already don't have space.
No, we buy the land. Don't worry, we buy the land. We buy the land for you. Jadi my target is to buy the land next to the surau tu. There's already allocated land there. Fully. Okay. Is there anyone watching us online? From out of town, can ask them to identify themselves so that we can take their numbers also. Okay. Putra Mahkota, do you know what's the target number that you think you can close? Your maximum capacity 150. Your current number is 105. What do you feel in terms of numbers? How many can you get? 20. Try 130, Push for 130. How many full day you have?
Now 47.
47. You need to push to minimum 70. And you have how many units now? 2, 3. 3 kan? How many playhouse you have?
Now for next year 18.
So still okay lah. It should be enough, right? Still enough lah. Last year you have a lot again full day. This year 2017.
Yes, 85.
So what happened to your full day student? Now you have 40. Then you have to push for more full day student. Most of playhouse are full day kan? Right? Monster maju 170 kan? So 170 lah. Then you say just now you maximum 170. Your target 170. Okay, I take your word. Nanti Mazal, give me 170. Section 3 130, right? Section 3 you can reach your maximum, right? Kajang 180 ni kacang putih je lah.
Currently actually another 3 tu is for full day, for playhouse. But currently we still have we call prospect coming. So I already pushed to TTDI group.
So can send you away lah. Sis ada campus. Yes. Okay. Gombak. Asma. Can. Oh, okay. Some of them lah. So 150 can Putrajaya. I do special concert for you,
InsyaAllah.
Sikit je kan. Still early kan. Okay. BTA show. I give you bigger campus only. Okay lah, itu. You should have told me earlier. Okay, but anyway. Currently 76. This year, how many you have? 2017. So you should do 150 minimum, right? I think you should be able to do it lah. You have the strongest parents supporter, so it should not be problem to hit numbers. Before this challenge is the place, your place, your ugly old building, kan very old kan, pun get 110. Takkanlah the new campus with the new building cannot get 150 kan? So 150 kacang putih lah. Then you should do more lah. Try to get 200 lah. You have the space kan? Build.
So it's like small area.
Because you need to divide the students. It's okay. Because inshallah we ensure that the language room is isolated, so that you can, because they have to do listening kan. So that's why language room cannot be in combination in other classes. That's the rule of thumb lah. Make sure that your language room is not combined with other mathematics or cultural. It should be quiet area lah. To rearrange. You need to set up the setup team, especially those new campus and also the relocation for the existing campus. Sedang, what's your current numbers this year?
85.
Tengok Sedang tengok dia. Your current numbers? No, I mean this year.
This year. Maximum is 85. You mean
no,
the
you exist 2017. Yes.
85.
And then sekarang pun
Oh,
2018.
you mean after minus 6 years old?
No. What 2018? 2017. What's your number? 85.
You mean they have been continued 2018? Is it?
No.
Maximum is 85.
Pak Mat. No, 2017 numbers. What's your total student? 2017 kan? Which part lah? So 2018 registered? 70. Your maximum?
120 to get the 2 levels.
So what's your gut feeling? Can you hit the 120? Based on the call, based on the visitation?
Can try 100. We try.
What's your full day program? Numbers of full day?
45 now.
So you need to push to 70. Then total student 120.
Total for all, yes, 2 levels.
You have to work harder lah to get the 120 kan? Gilara? Apa Gilara? Yes. What's your current 2017 numbers? Must be the one before. Your 2017? Sorry, 2018? (2018) Oh, dia boleh line dia ni. What's your maximum capacity?
1.5.
So what's your gut feeling? Target? To 130 lah 130. Negotiate tambah 10. Kan
Potential dia ada 133.
133 yang belum convert. So you should hit your maximum lah, 155. Boleh? Your full day, how many your full day? Oh, sikit sangat. So you need to focus your full day. Focus on the full day program. Fatin, how do you set the full day program? Okay, listen, manager.
First, I will say, okay, when we bunch offer 3 program, but mostly, parent will choose full day. I will mention to the parent. Then they will ask me why. I will told them, especially if your son is a anak tunggal, you should send a full day because the children will learn how to friend others. Then I will share the benefit when they are full day. So the parent will decide for full day. If I got feeling the parent want to take another program, I will say it's okay, boy. If you don't want to choose full day program, you choose STAR. Regular is last option lah usually.
Okay, listen. Ingat tak? So meaning when you explain, you always explain the advantages of the full day program. Most parents choose full day program. Why? You know, so they get the solat 3 times a day. They get to learn how to take care themselves. Care for themselves. They learn how to, of course they have the martial arts. They have the practical skill. They do cooking. So there's so many advantages for them to opt for the full day program, even though you have maid at home. That's the key word. Even though you have maid at home, because some parent perception, I have maids, I don't need to send full day. I only go for half day. So if you explain it correctly, that why you say that even though I have maid, I should take full day program. Because one is your maid is not a trained teacher. Second is your house doesn't have the environment that we have. So meaning the prepared environment in the Montessori system, we call it the prepared environment, right? So the prepared environment is encouraging the children to actually learn while playing, while just being in the classroom compared to being at home. Contoh, if they stay at home, they watch movie, right? And if they stay with your mate, most likely they watch the Sinetron, the Indonesian movie, which is that's what happened to my children before. So if at the school, you don't have to worry about they becoming tired and so on, because if they're tired, they can rest. And then it's not like learning like what you learn. In the Montessori system, we learn through play activities. So children have a lot of fun in the school. So you start by explaining the full day program. The only thing that parents will still opt for the regular is because of the financial. If you are already explained the full day, then maybe they still opt for regular, probably because of financial. But most of the time is because they believe that the children will be tired.
Yeah.
That's why they don't want to put into the full day program. So you have to explain.
The holidays is good. It's good. It's a good point. The government school holidays, because we open for the regular. So that also will benefit them.
Yes, for the full day program, regardless of the holiday, they can still come to school lah. Kan?
For example, if they show during this December, you can see how many full day people will be.
Exactly. Okay? Okay tak? Nanti, I didn't get your name. Yati. Yes, Yati. Right. So, Yati, give me 70 students full day. And then I need your 130 numbers. Can? No, the thing is, when I try to negotiate with you, you have to negotiate in your mind and in your heart. Because if it's in your mind and in your heart, you don't believe that you're going to get your numbers, you're not going to get the numbers. You may think that your campus is already big, I already have enough and so on, I work so hard already, I'm so tired and so on. But wallahi, you know the fact that we are here because we believe we want to impact the children with our system so that they become a better person. That's the main intention, not because of the financial. But financially, you being able to have more students will help our entire Penny Bunch community, our teachers lah, our staff. And some campuses, they're still struggling in numbers, so you can actually help that. And I hope that I can give, you know, more good news during the kickoff if we hit the numbers. I want to share you know, managers, you go and tell your teachers. Go back and tell your teachers. One of, not even a dream, is a plan that we're gonna have, or the goal that we have set. I set myself. I want to assure every of our staff will be able to have their own house. We'll be able to have, we hope that we can give a benefit that even we can give them, not just managers, of course managers, maybe you can get that sooner than your staff, but not just the manager, every staff of Penny Bunch will be able to get car incentive. We already started in certain position. Car incentive meaning we give some incentive for them to pay their monthly installment. So we want them to have the house, we want them to have car incentive so that they are not burdened by the car. And then thirdly is we want them to be able to get a paid vacation at least once a year. That's our target. We can only do that if financially we are strong. And how to be financially strong is when every campus able to deliver their numbers. You know, if we hit 10,000 students, meaning average, I need about 100 students per campus. So that's why I said the bigger campus, you need to shoulder more, because some smaller campus, we can still allow them to, you know, have lower numbers a bit. But on average, we get 100 per campus, we're gonna get 10,000 students. So you get 10,000 students, we're gonna hit 70 million revenue. As opposed to our this year, about 40 million. So that additional 30 million will give us at least a lot of profit that we can share back to our staff. Currently, we are not, you guys are not getting much because we are reinvesting. We buy this building, we build this school. We are still going to do that, but starting next year, if we hit the numbers, I'm going to allocate some fund for our staff. Of course, it will be depending on their seniority, numbers of years in Penny Bunch and so on. But I can only do that if every one of you help at your campus level. So when you talk to your aunties, I mean, you are already working here. Your aunties already work here. 8 hours a day or some 12 hours a day. Already work so hard. Wallahi, I'm telling you, managers. We have few campuses. We have campus in Malaysia, we have campus in Indonesia, we have campus in Singapore, we have campuses in even Gaza, the charity school. But our teacher in Malaysia are far more resilient than any of the country. You compare technically in terms of English standards, academic standards, Singapore probably they are higher than us. But in terms of the heart, in terms of hard working, in terms of ability to work beyond specific responsibility, multitasking and so on, our Malaysian teachers are already there. Are the best, yes. You need to tell your teachers this. You need to, I mean, they know, but you have to tell them, you know, boss said that compared to, even Indonesia, sometimes it doesn't make sense, right? We think of Indonesia, they are, you know, they are supposed to be
subservient,
struggling. You know, they struggle more than us financially. No, really. Typically, people in Indonesia, they earn about 400 ringgit, 500 ringgit a month. Of course, our teachers, they get higher lah. We pay them about not much different than Malaysia. But they came from that kind of family. So we thought that, you know, they are quite resilient also lah. They don't have many full day students. Majority, I think 95% are regular. But even regular also cry. No, the children cry, the teachers cry. Teachers, oh, pressure, too much to teach, too many students. They still have the same ratio, 1 to 15 and so on. And after 11:30, they already have very few students. Even that also they still struggle. Why? Because the culture there. You know, they are very pampered, especially the children are very pampered. It's difficult to handle Indonesian children compared to our Malaysian children are much more independent. So that's the advantage of the children lah. But the teachers, I'm talking about the teachers. Our teachers are far more resilient. Like Auntie Amy, she's like literally Malaysian already. So cannot adapt to the Indonesian work culture. So now we are trying to change that lah. Hopefully, we're gonna do swap program later. We're gonna bring the teachers come here, and then some of you we go there for maybe 1 month. Siapa lagi? Durin lagi. Durin nak pergi. You can go there, anchor the school. Kan? Go lah vacation 1 month. Until Razan have to release her lah. But actually, if you want, you can go now. Kan? You already have your numbers, right? No, because now it's free, kan? You go for 2 weeks. You know, December, January, you already have full student. How you want to go? So train another assistant.
Actually, when you go and live and live in another culture, you get to understand their culture. So when you get back, you learn to appreciate the culture that we have here. You get to see what kind of parents that they have. So when you come back here, you appreciate the parents that we have here. And finally, you appreciate what you've got here and learn more. But which is the best part about inculcating another culture. You see the difference. And then you imbibe what is good in them, and then you appreciate what's good in you.
Maybe we can do, you can nominate also. Faria, you can nominate your teachers. The one that is good. Go there for 2 weeks, help them to settle down over there. Set your standard, Sabijaya standard in Tebet. Among the teachers, any is good, but because of the teachers think that it's difficult to do, it's so hard to get. I mean, but judging their performances during concert, still okay, still the same. But academically, maybe they're still struggling getting. The problem with Indonesian students, when they got sick, they go MC for 2 weeks. So parents really pamper them lah. They don't come that often. Anyway, let's focus. BT show just now. Yes.
Putra Height is more than 70.
Where's Putra Height? Putra Height is not even in the list.
Just now you didn't.
No wonder lah.
Hey, how come Putra Height is in this? Hey, how come Putra Height is in these numbers?
Because of the children of the staff transfer.
No lah, we have 190 kan?
189 and then 67 graduated and then 30 something Indonesia and then we only got withdraw about 15 which is their transfer. And they know that Putra Heights is not the HQ anymore, they go to some other place.
Oh, no.
But because of them, they kept walking. Yes, and because of HQ, when you see that, when you see the HQ at Sabijaya, they say, hi, it's too far. Okay lah, I go to Subang lah, panas lah.
They go to other place, it's okay.
Yes. But our number kita biasa.
Ayo. Yeah, they never have problem. They never have to market at all, Putra Heights.
Yes.
Now you have to.
Then you have to do marketing lah. How many numbers you have now?
Now 86.
What's your full day numbers?
For now is 34.
34 je. You need to have 70 students minimum. I'm giving you 4 units shop lot now. So you better make use of it. I'm gonna try with PH first to do the proper playground for children. Later we're gonna discuss about that timetable. I want to make sure that we have a compulsory play time during regular hours every day. So we will discuss that. We discuss that. We need to have compulsory play time every day during regular hours. So that every children will have that opportunity.
Okay, Auntie, right? Your student tracking is
not correct. So you're taking how many?
You have 2000 2017, 189. Graduate 67.
Okay, you have how many moving to University to HQ?
For now that I see, because most of them are the 34.
34 only. It cannot be 34. No, that's the student, the siblings. No. I mean parents with siblings in elementary.
But how about that? Graduated.
Yelah, I know. Can you get the RC number? I thought we have about 40, 50 macam tu. 57. Here, we cannot do marketing also because we only allow those with siblings in the elementary. Ah, 2.5 kan? Pas mana dia kata 2.5? Okay, 10 minutes. Nanti I step out. Okay. So Putra Heights, your capacity is huge. But I think you should target at least 130 lah.
Based on your number, you should already have 119.
Then naik balik ya. Oh, 50 lah.
2017.
Tapi share the capacity.
You have 189. Graduate only 67. Then that means balance 122. From 122, 49 is not continue. So you have 73. Right. And then 73 numbers of students that continue.
Later you continue. I want to touch the lower numbers first. Ni, KJ ni. Macam mana Fal? We have resolved tadi dah isu lama-lama dah habis kan? So, what it takes for us to grow the numbers kan? You cannot be transferred. It's not even a question. You know that, right? You hit the numbers 100, 150. No, the thing is, the rental there is not cheap. We are paying 5,000 from day one. So the campus still suffer on huge financial losses. So, it took time for us to recover. I think in terms of the current parents that you have, I met some of them, it's already your supporter. So you should use them to get more students. I mean, all the small number campuses, you should use your current parents. Kan? This Subhan Study has seen many supporters also. Kan? Kalau the masalah ni ada consider as small campus lah. You big campus already. You cannot be... Mana? Sudah masalah kat mana?
More than 58 lah.
Oh. Hey, technically you are the first campus now. Technically.
Then the campus is, the condition of the campus, and then most of the parents keep complaining about the aircon. I already discussed aircon.
Please je lah.
I already emailed to you, but the maintenance said wait for the HQ pindah masuk able, and then after that wait unit still to wait because boss said they want for new campus. I said then my campus how?
Okay, how many campus? How many aircon you need? 4. Okay, give. Mawar, get 4 aircon for you in the move kan?
Because actually, we already discussed with the owner. There will be, we need to remove actually on the 1st February. Not in January.
Why?
Because they need to set up to bring up all the things inside. So they need to. So I think I prefer on January better because we not enough time to. But the problem is our Bali aircon connection is too cannot use actually anymore. So I need.
But I cannot do for 1 month only.
Okay, I just suggest actually I need to buy fans for a while. For 2,
okay,
so I can.
Right? Mawar get 4 aircon for Kota Damansara. Cakap dengan Bob.
Last time I go to you said you have to be discussed.
Okay, bagi dia. What else? You don't have aircon kan? Okay, you compile the list. Give it to more.
I was 26 years old.
If it's still functioning, okay. Problem. Okay. Alright.
Inara boss, Inara really need for the playhouse.
Why you don't have aircon kan?
Not enough.
Kacang also. At playhouse area is too hot.
Your playhouse is outside.
Yeah, direct.
You have the tinted tak?
Already get the tinted but still,
Still
hot,
hot.
because the aircon's not functioning.
Not functioning.
No, it's always when the team come and repair the aircon, okay for 1 week, then
Okay. Compile the list. Later we sit down with Bob. It's okay, they want the problem. What else?
So but again,
Ni.
house can make 2 class. So then
Tuan Besari lah. Mana list Tuan Besari? Hanya Tuan Besari ada ni.
20, right?
50 was not
So 100.
Don't have pun saya.
50
100.
50 only right number. Not the name of the guest.
Tuan Besari, don't have this saya.
More than 50.
Ayo.
More than 50 you only write the number.
Oh,
The
fine.
guest.
No, Setiawan is more than 100 kan? So why you end up here? Do you have any problem with DBKL anymore?
No, but we just have one complaint from that same neighbors just last week because one of our parents
Park in front.
park in front, only 10 minutes. They said don't make me do again and report again to DBKL. So I said I want to request maybe Brinvan can give us one stick and no parking here so I can.
Just buy the stick and do whatever claim lah. Where? You ask me where to find. You go find a Google mudah agak. Come on lah. Yeah, you have this online community. Just Google. Boss, this is the budget. I want to buy. Get approval, claim. And if you ask for aircon, I can find for you lah. Ini kan. Just
Stand here, then I can take it and just bring out the then should be okay.
stamp.
If we have that, right?
You use code, yeah. We have code lah if you want code, but I don't think you. Exactly. So
You cannot find it, you can make your own stand.
okay. Later you Google, try to find first, okay? Alright. Okay, still answer. What's your number?
Now, 130.
What's your maximum?
150.
So you get 150 lah kan?
150.
Okay lah, total 150 lah. Your full day?
Now is 57.
You need the remaining on full day lah. You need to push. You supposed to have like 70 full day.
But mostly for our next year 5 years old, we already push to go. For our next year 6 years old, we already push to go to PhD.
Okay.
So some of the parents already wait.
Okay, alright. Okay, Instead. Anis, macam mana ni Instead ni? Kita tak dapat grow ni. What's the problem? Yeah, of course. Wait, I want to hear her voice. I cannot hear. No, I know. I'm not talking about those who transfer. I'm talking about how do we grow your numbers. What's your current numbers?
42.
42 for 2018. Full day? Can you push to 70? Can you try to push for 70 first? Then tell us what do you need. No, we need to zoom in and then, okay, let's say you have like activities that you can do. Okay, campus, remember, areas, in your area, you have like ATM machine. Many parents go to that area to withdraw money. So that's the best place for you to distribute your flyers. Open up the pop-up booth. You don't have to pay anything. Just go there, open, and then just distribute flyers. And then if you have night market, if you need to do like, you know, get your aunties all wear Brady Bunch shirt, then go to the night market ke pasar tani ke whatever lah. Whatever, then just go and distribute the flyers. Normally hypermarket a bit difficult lah because they not allow you to do that. But you can go like Mama stall for instance. You know like Sunday morning normally they go for breakfast. So you just go there, you go eat. At the same time, you go see family with children, just give flyers. It's okay. LRT station you can do that. Yes. Masjid definitely lah, Friday prayer. Are we doing that or not? No, I want to ask you a question. N-step people, do they know or not Brady Bunch inside there? Some tu dan tak boleh know. How do we get everyone to know? So you need to ask your parents to help you. One, I need your help to share about Brady Bunch. Can you share to your neighbors? Normally they have like WhatsApp group in their campus. So draft one message, marketing draft one message, request parents, please forward this in your community neighborhood to inform about Brady Bunch. And then, I mean, we will draft something nice so that they can share. Okay? I will step out first. Amy will continue. I'll come back later.
Instead, I need you to check your numbers. On the student tracking, remember, for the total 2018 numbers, it's not, you cannot punch in the number. It's a total of the existing, continue, new registration not paid, and registration paid. Okay, don't put manually the numbers there. It should be additional of that 3. Okay. Because just now I saw that you get 42, but you only get the 32 from the existing, right? Check your, update your student tracking. Okay, next is Subang Mistari. So what's the number that you have? 2017.
56.
2018.
36.
36. Your maximum capacity?
105.
Target that you think you can go? Your gut feeling?
60.
60.
70 ayah. 10. 70 maybe.
105 to 70. Marketing activity, what do you did?
Doing flyers.
Banner still have.
When still have?
Still have.
Yes. MSA didn't disturb us.
This year.
For December. That's why I tell you request finally.
There should be. There should be more.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the issue you have? Prospect.
Prospect.
How many?
Too many. Mostly they already registered tau yang call tu.
Okay, yang 36. Existing is
24.
24.
Another
So,
4 should be 28.
okay.
For now 24, another 4
But which two went to Denai Alam,
Okay.
transferred to Denai Alam.
And then
One Siti Dia Jaya, another one Prasekolah.
okay. But so you have 12 is new,
Oh yes.
new already paid.
4 of them already paid.
So 8.
The rest already invoiced in one registration, 170.
But
No
not
more
pay yet.
partial.
Yeah, I know. No more partial. But how many calls you get a day?
A day. Per day.
Per day.
1 or 2.
1 or 2, that means a week. For 5 days you get 10.
Yeah.
Out of 10, how many can come for visit the
5.
game? 5.
2 weekend, this weekend. The rest tomorrow. Another 2 last Tuesday.
Okay. What's the schedule you have inside in your area?
I'm not so sure lah, because one of my parents go to Nimble B tau. And then Nimble B only 18 kot for next year.
Huh?
Only 18 students. I tak sure apa kena guys. Herman cakap banyak. Herman said we have a lot of kindi there now. And then we open the Denai Alam also.
Have a lot of kindi mean the population is big there. That's why we
I'm
need
not so
more
sure.
kindi.
I'm not so sure.
Are you sure that all the people there know about us?
I think so.
You think so? How many houses we have?
Because
How many houses we have? What is the population at Subang Bistari?
Malaysia.
Okay, then how many houses? How many face you have? I don't know about Subang Bistari, but how many face, how many area of houses that you have? Like boss mentioned, right? You should target people that works. It's either it works in Subang Bistari or they stay in Subang Bistari. So this is the people that we target. Same goes when we blast the FB, we target people who stay in that area. If they move to others, the Denai Alam or other campus, that means their work over there or they stay there.
They stay at the Denai Alam region.
So now maybe you need to focus on people who surrounding that area. So like when that is your target, meaning to say when you do marketing, the offline marketing, on weekend especially, that is the good time because only weekend they spend time there, right? Or at the night market after office hour. That means they already went back from their work. Okay.
English.
Section 50.
Yes.
Now you have
The registered for already paid. Yes. But online, the one that not paid, together around 10.
fit.
Six not paid. Six registered. I mean, all together is 10. 4 paid, making. 6 is not yet.
Then 4 paid, 6 not paid.
Not yet paid because they're waiting for the opening.
So stand lah.
Yeah.
Right. Your capacity is
If according to the lines, I mean, if my last time minimum is 65.
Yes.
But then I have been looking, the school is quite small. For example, one area is only for language, another one is fits all for class, if let's say for primary.
so that's why you have 5 area, right? So 4 and 1. So we target that we have from 5 area and at least 2 is playhouse, 3 is
They want to I not count for playhouse, we have at the side.
Playhouse you need together with
So your for your campus, total how many area you can have?
Okay. Okay, they divide into for the class 3 areas. One only can fit for playhouse because near to the toilet and it's not big area. One class, and then another one is only for language. Another one is the big space, but if fit for 4 circles, it's really packed.
So this is one area that have 3 classes, right? Another the balance.
For primary, not 3. One playhouse, one language. 4 is for another 4 classes of primary. If according to our standard class.
4. So you can have 6.
4, yes, correct. If according to the circle, we can get 6. But if in terms of space,
Very compact.
very small.
So that's why we reduce to 5. We don't do 6.
Okay,
We
so
do
now
5.
we just take minute 4 primary, 1 playhouse. Is it?
According to boss is like 2 playhouse, 3 primary. Because minimum primary, if 1 primary you still need 2 aunties.
1 primary, 2
1 playhouse you still need 2 aunties, right?
If 1 playhouse, 10% 1 auntie for far. Unless
But
yes,
you cannot have, because playhouse, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You must have at one time minimum 2 aunties.
Yes, correct.
Whatever happens, because 1 auntie goes, have other thing, then you have another backup. So that's why you need 2 aunties. That's why you need 2 playhouse. Might as well have 2 playhouse. Auntie Mama, we practice this, right? At least minimum is 2 playhouse, right? Like boss mentioned last time.
Is it for new campuses?
New campus, I'm not sure can take 20 playhouse.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Because we just checked the new campus.
Sojana.
And some campus like Mulai, they can fit like 20 playhouse.
Yes, cannot fit.
But we have 5 areas lah.
Yeah,
We have 5 areas.
But it depends if let's say your campus not you seek an registration when you don't have more primary, you can allocate 1 area for the house.
Okay.
But you cannot do the purple line, the playhouse area, but then you can bring. That's what we discussed with the NSA. Maybe we have to bring out of the house to use every
area.
Yes.
Okay,
But you don't have that specific playhouse area.
Okay, understand.
Because now we're going to give you that line, but let us settle to set up new campus first.
Okay.
Because without the shelf, we cannot see.
Yes.
So some campus still waiting for the furniture. So once we had, like they said, they will, because some campus different square feet, and
Quite small,
it's quite small lah,
Quite
they
small.
say,
Difficult.
And with the 5 kitchen, that's right, 5, right? So we still have a challenge to make for partition. So we also have a challenge to
Yes, correct.
so we will advise if let's say because your minimum target is 60 students.
Yes.
If according to the area,
marketing.
according to the area, 5 areas, 2 playhouse, 20, 3 primary is 45. So that's how we get to 65. So
That's why you can have 20, but then you cannot have 20 children at one area.
Yes.
So we have to bring the private playhouse and go to every language and table, something like that.
Understand about that. Really small.
but 65 is makes sense.
This one can primary, that's why if let's say
On total 65.
65.
It's a maximum,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yes. It's a maximum. Can be
Even
maximum.
if we only reduce to 1 playhouse,
For
and
primary.
4 primary,
Yes.
then we get this about 60.
60, correct.
And then this 10, so we get more 70. But the issue now is for playhouse. Normally, if 10 also we have 20. That's why was the one is equivalent
Say
to
you
have
get 2 points, I still need to provide 3 artists.
3 aunties.
20 children, yes. One is
runner.
One is
Standby,
running.
ah.
Still has standby.
Yes, if
So
let's say
later go
10,
this way.
if let's say 10, all 3 years old, it's okay. But sometimes in this 10, we have 18 months, 2 years old. So if let's say one teacher has to prepare milk, so one teacher left with 20 children different, it's hard. So it will be like 3 teachers.
So they can have this option if
2 teachers,
Yes.
1 assistant.
That's why I
Either-
said, if they have more, if let's say they can see registration, they can reach 20 playhouse. So they have to accept primary lesser than 45, something like that. Because they need to use that area.
So that means your minimum will be whatever happen, the minimum is 65, but you can go to 70 if you have less playhouse.
Yes, correct.
So you have to discuss with the VM in charge because we need to set up your campus and we will advise you.
Yes, Auntie Fiza just went to my school to check it, the area. So later I will discuss with her.
So I just take the lowest number, 65, your target, which is 10
Maximum.
maximum. But you can go, you have the potential to go to 70. Prospect, how many you have?
Prospect,
15.
10, 20. 10 they were registered, 10 is the what they phone call. 20 yes.
I cannot, right? The one who already registered is no longer.
No, another 10 for the phone call. So
10 phone call.
no, 10 is the one, right? Another 10 is phone call. So 20 lah together.
This 10.
10 plus 10.
10 plus 10.
Yes.
Okay, 10 come from phone call, another 10 come from.
The one that registered is not counted. No.
They registered, so halfway already to your campus. This one that you need to call and
Because some
because some
parents
they
will
went to Auntie Anne. So Auntie Anne already see them, pass the number, but so far they don't not yet contact.
not yet.
but you need
Around-
to, that means for, you need to, okay, listen, for the parents that already registered, right, at least they're registered, and the potential that they have, or parent prospect that you have, you need, is the difference. Why? Because in terms of the follow-up that you need to do is different. Okay, for parent who already registered, prospect that already registered, so it's either you ask them to pay. Most of I mean, for who registered, you need to ask them to pay. That's all. That is the follow-up that you need to do. But if they're not registered yet, they just have interest, you just get the numbers or get the message. So the follow-up is, what you need to do is invite them to visit your campus or to come for the open day or make an appointment. That is what you need to do for the people who not registered yet. Understand?
Yeah.
You need to know, okay, what this parent is in what status. What is how is it if the parent come visit your campus but did not register?
You ask them to register first to secure the seat, then after that.
Still, so the follow up is to, when you follow up, do the follow up, you do the phone call with them, you ask them to register. Right? You say, okay, we are running out of space, seat. So can you register so we can secure the seat for your children? Right? If you did not come or you did not meet them yet, call them, make an appointment with them. So different. You need to identify, okay, this is what category, this is what category. Alright? So in terms of follow up in one day, you should have, okay, I will do 5 phone calls to follow up the parent that already registered or already visit my campus but did not register. And the 5 is I want to make sure that they come for weekend. Okay. All of you need to open your campus on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Right. So it's either you be there, nobody is coming, but you still have to be there. Which one you want? Or you be there and their parents coming. So, which one is your choice? What you want to choose? Of course, you already spend time there. Might as well use. At least you have parents. You can do something. You can close some children, right? So, in order to get that, even though it's not guaranteed, but at least you do your work, your part. You call them to come. Just make sure. Why? Because sometimes when people don't call, like us, people don't call, so we don't bother to come. But if sometimes when we call, they say, "Oh, I already made promise to Auntie Anne that I will come on this Saturday." So and then you do. So you said that you want to come for appointment. So what time are you coming or not? Inside there, they have the emotion. They feel guilty if they're not coming. Right. Rather than it's okay. You said you want to come. I already informed. We are open. So it's up to them lah to come or not. They are free, very loose. But once you call them, you engage with them. So there are some emotional part happening there, right? So that will ensure that you will get parent or appointment on the weekend. So easy for you, right? You do that, you will get parents. And also, if you not do that, you still get some parents that come walk in. But it really depends on them.
Yes.
But if you do that, then you get both. More impact. Right. So you maximize your time there. Right. Okay. Next is Kota Damansara. How many students you have now?
65.
2017. 95. Why are you in this category? 95. 2018, 65.
So that's not right. 27 is 6 years old. 27 6 years old.
Okay. Your maximum capacity?
120.
120. Number that you think you will get for 2018? Huh? 100.
100. I can't remember. But because the banner is not, the banner cannot stand for long. Just 1 week, then the banner is gone.
Yes lah, banyak.
Okay. Then the number is wrong lah for KD banner, right? As I told you.
How many prospects you have?
Currently only 30, but I do my open day and I hope that most of them will come.
Prospect 30.
Include Facebook, that one.
Include Facebook. Monitor your Facebook.
Not more.
Okay, last year how many prospects you have?
More, 50 plus.
Did you include that one? Why?
Oh, I'm checking.
You have 55.
50 plus last year.
50 plus. Okay, from this, is it all say?
I'm checking.
Okay, this is another thing. When you use the student tracking, the current student tracking, if you realize, if you have key in the prospect data inside there, we do not delete the data. Okay, there are reasons why I don't delete the data. Because you still can use it. Even though for this year, you have put in the data for the prospect that's come in. But there are cases when you do follow up or at one point, the parents said, oh, try to seduce them. Right? You can try to seduce them. So, you know that to find a new prospect is not easy. Right? So, please make sure you maximize all the numbers, the contact numbers that you have in the FB. Go check all posting that have comment. Easy. You go back in your FB, check your posting, especially the posting in November or December last year. Because sometimes people, you don't realize that people comment, but you do not respond. But sometimes they put, last year I did, if you remember, there are 3 videos that we post, which is the TVC, the 20-second video, and then the I Am Brandy Bunch, the story of Brandy Bunch, and the parent testimony. Okay, go back to that video and see, is there any comment, any phone number that been left by prospects. Take that, put in the prospect database. What you can do in front of you, within your limit. Kelana Jaya, your Kelana Jaya 42.
Not yet.
Not yet. 42 and start. So Kelana Jaya, 2017 we got 42.
52.
2018. 56. 56. Maximum capacity?
95.
90? 95. So, what's your target for this year? From 36 up to 95. 70. 70. How many prospects you have?
Nobody. I'm scaring myself. Can you just go for a while and listen back to the area?
Do you have that inside the prospect database?
I can listen to the
Who still have prospect database? No, who have prospect database in the hard copy? On paper or books? Yes. Or and also in the phone book. Inside your phone lah.
Yes.
And do not transfer into the prospect database. Done. Okay. For whoever will not do that, please do so. Because we have a lot of cases. Suddenly, handphone is not working, cannot open, and then all the prospect inside there, all the parents contact inside there. Okay, at least what you need to do is make sure that you save the phone number into the Google Drive, synchronize with your email. Okay, if you synchronize with your email, it will be in the Google. Who have problem, please let me know who have the problem into synchronize between from your phone to the Google. Let us know. Azharul team can help on that. Okay, it's really important. And another thing on the hard copy. Okay, because the hard copy only you have, not others. If you have to transfer or you go somewhere else, then for the campus, we don't have that things later on. Can we do that, aunties? Can, right. Okay. Another thing, when you do the for your art and craft, that's how they plan for the art and material. So they need, you have how many primary you have, that is, you can see on your right after the 2018 numbers, the breakdown. Please fill up that as well. Okay. Oh, okay. So this weekend, who will do open day on this weekend? 1, 2, 3, 2 or 3. 3. Raise up your hand. I want to see who this weekend, Saturday, Sunday or Saturday. Anis, take the name. Siapa? Kamu Pelangi Gombak.
And stack.
Open day.
And stack, KD, KJ, Gombak.
The rest? 16. Why? Why not this weekend? Okay, who have done the solat hajat?
Every day.
Solat hajat and request for the numbers for your campus. Solat hajat, solat hajat. You know that you need to do that, right? With the children. That is inside your campus, one of the activities that we want you to do. Okay, regarding the open days, what is different with the open days and open on weekends?
Because open day we blast the text.
That's all. Because you guys been doing it so long already. People are asking, when is your open day? So, what is different? Exactly. Every day open. If parent ask you, when is your open day? What is your answer? On the 16th. Pastor, what do you tell the parent if the parent asks you, when is your open day? If you not plan, if you don't have any plan that this weekend you have open day. Fatin, what you say normally if parents ask for open day?
I don't have open day because of my number is.
But if parents ask you for open day before this, before you get the numbers.
Because every year Kajang don't have open day.
I know. Okay. Yes. Because that is inside your mind already, right? So when I ask the parent call you, you say, okay, when is your open day? What is your answer?
I don't have open day.
And then
you can come to our school daily from Monday to Sunday.
Monday to Sunday.
To visit our campus.
Okay.
Can we change the open day to in 4 days? In 4 days.
Just come out from parents. We can change, but normally what they come out when they ask, you can see the pattern. Is that, when is your open day? When is your open day? Actually, the answer is you open every day on December. So it's already open day. It's just parents like to use the words open day.
Because others
Others
open on that day.
yes, others competitor doing the open day because they only open on that particular time.
And sometimes the parent ask the open day because they want to get special on that day.
Because they know that not all kindergarten allow them to see the area. During open day, they have that access. Okay. During open day, what parent want is to have access to your area, to look, to visit your school, your campus. So when they ask when is your open day, just say okay, just give. If he ask today or this weekend is our open day, please come. Just come now. Right. Even though you plan your open day on the 16th, don't say under 16 because it's too long. From now to the 16th.
You don't wait. If parents want to visit your campus, of course now your campus supposed to be visitable lah. Except those who are shifting or relocating campus not ready kan. But by right now your campus should be not just open, it should be spectacular. Clean, neat, tidy, you know. So everything must be spotless, smell nice, presentable. It's not even a question now, it's already December. Any of your campus, how many of your campus still not ready? I mean, not really that clean. What happened to you?
Because of every new unit, because of the house not there, so because of the house things.
So at least your two area, that one we only move your playhouse, and you're not moving out.
The entrance is still clean.
No, I mean that two unit at least should be visitable. If your new unit, the two unit, because we have not done the renovation yet, right? I mean, we didn't do.
The other side is auntie hostel, auntie stay in. Auntie stay in.
Auntie stay in.
The hostel is not ready.
Okay, so
only one side.
meaning you have like mattress all over the place.
All the places, the entrance and the assembly areas.
Okay, can you fix that? Because I did assign them the hostel. I did tell them go to Bob, ask Bob to assist, get the assistance to get the assistant to move their hostel staff to the new hostel. So move them out by Friday, by Saturday, meaning you don't have any other auntie staff on your units, on your two units at least. So at least by this weekend, your campus should be ready 100% to receive any prospect.
My boss already talked to them because I checked the elementary center is still there in the room.
Which room?
For the hostel, the Ibnu Khaldun.
Elementary still there.
Yes, chairs and tables. So I
No,
checked.
I think chairs and table. No, because previously, because we're supposed to do the IG, the Brainy Bridge, the tuition center, 3 units. Now we reduce it 2 units. And then that 1 unit is excess already. So that 1 unit can bring down first.
So I told Bada that please
Nak
find
Bada tak ada kena-mena pun.
At first he said the hostel is at SCT room.
No.
Then after that he said the last unit. But when we go up, the elementary item is still there.
So can you check with Ustaz Adan? Is that elementary? I think it's not elementary item. That is, I think,
A Brainy
bridge. So because before this we're supposed to prepare for 3. So now we cut down to 2. So that item can no longer be Brainy Bridge item kan? So get them to take that up here lah. Talk to Ustaz Adan. Ustaz Adan can make the arrangement. Kan? So that maybe if we can settle today or later tomorrow, Friday, you can settle your teachers, your aunties hostel, and then by Saturday, Sunday, you can start preparing your campus for visitation. Campus manager, those with these numbers, no holiday. Those who are below target, those who are already above 100, you can take regular holiday. Okay. When I say take holiday, don't like go for 1 month because you're supposed to have other campus. That's how we do kan. That's our spirit kan. Spirit.
Dia already target. Dia target but dia already reduce one. Done yet.
So bila not done yet,
No vacation yet.
no vacation. Still your vacation. No. The thing is, we need to build now. We need to ensure all your numbers, the one that you said, these current numbers that you have to build regardless whether or not they register online or not. Because you have the data kan, especially the existing parent. So you have to create the bill now. Now it's not 300 ringgit anymore. You have to create the entire full bill. Registration, monthly fees, event fees. But our registration already include event fees kan?
No.
Or separate?
So but usually I mean it was by 21.
Okay, sorry, I want to mention. Some parents, they already registered in other school, especially those new area that we are opening. Okay, so when they come to your campus, immediately offer them the switch program. You know the switch program, right? How many of you don't know the switch program? Switch, go to the switch and turn on. Yes lah, from other school. Let's say they go to other brand. I don't want to mention any brand lah. I repaid the fees there. But now I know Brainy Bunch is here. I want to send to Brainy Bunch.
They want to transfer here.
Or even you didn't see that. You pass, like that day I went to Sarjana Putra. So I met the parents. He actually rented a unit above us. Then I said, oh, this is Brainy Bunch. Yes, Brainy Bunch. Oh, I already registered in next door brand. I did paid. Oh, no worry. You can bring your fees, the proof of payment receipt, and then we will discount against our registration fees. So our registration fees is slightly different than theirs. Okay. Even if they have paid the monthly fees. Yes. Of course, if they have paid fully 1 year, they go to that school lah. If, of course, they have to provide the receipt. Original receipt by the school. They have to prove a proper receipt lah. Actual receipt, and then you get the data and then send an email with the proof of payment that this parents is under this program, the switch program. So I'm deducting the program fees, the registration fees. Okay, excluding if they have made full payment, let's say they pay registration fee, they pay January fee